Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geology teacher, Jen, and it's time for Throwback Thursday. This is Sir Roderick Murchison, first Baronet, and yes, I'm going to pronounce it the correct way, not the English way. He was born in 1792 at Taradale House, a castle in Scotland that Robert the Bruce had destroyed in 1308. Incidentally, I'm a descendant of Robert the Bruce, like I'm sure many people are, because that man had way too many children. Anyway, back to this dude. Murchison spent his early days in the military, and in 1818 he and his wife settled in County Durham, where he met Sir Humphry Davy, who urged him to turn his energy to science, because hunting like the other nobility was such a waste. And I agree. Good for you for listening to Sir Humphry Davy. Now, his wife encouraged him to pursue science as well, and he became fascinated with geology. And I mean, who wouldn't? And I'm totally not biased. The couple studied the geology northwest of Sussex and parts of Hampshire and Surrey. And then he joined Charles Lyell in exploring the volcanic rocks of Auvergne. Check out the George Scroop video for more on this area. He also worked with Adam Sedgwick on the geological structure of the Alps. One of his biggest contributions, and the one he's most well known for, was helping to identify the relative age of rocks on the Welsh-English border. For a long time, it was unknown whether this greywacke, and don't worry, it doesn't matter if you know what a greywacke is at this point. Just know that this is what they were looking at. This greywacke underlying the old red sandstone pictured above was from the same time period or not. They had been unable to locate any fossil remains until Murchison. It did have to be broken down more even after he named things. He did name he lumped everything older than the old red sandstone into the Silurian. So they did eventually have to break out the Cambrian and the Ordovician period, which I talked about in a couple other videos, which may have been when I talked about the Cambrian period in like September, or the Ordovician period, which I believe was in January. So flip back to those videos, you might find more. But he did give them a pretty good start, especially considering that he was able to make correlations, not just in the UK, but also in Germany and Russia. And it's not easy to correlate rocks across different countries. I mean, hell, we struggle to properly correlate rocks across state lines here in the US. It's frustrating. Take it from somebody who's trying to do a stratigraphy paper and having a heck of a time figuring out which rocks we have because nobody gives them the same name across state lines. Murchison was knighted in 1846 for his work and has since had many things, including a crater on the moon named after him. How cool would it be to have some random crater named after you? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Well, thanks for coming to today's lesson. Hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you tune in tomorrow to learn more about the fish of the Silurian period. Fossilize you later.